So the next position will be the back of the arm, where we're going to concentrate on the triceps brachii. So with massaging the triceps, I'm going to show variations of rolling pin, dumbbell, as well as you could use a broomstick so that it has a little bit of a roll to it. So with a dumbbell, I place my elbow just below the dumbbell itself, and as I press in it, I could bend the elbow even more. So I'm elongating the muscle as I apply the pressure. And then you could move to different segments on the muscle. Now I'll put this down. With the rolling pin, you could get a little bit more of an angle with the triceps, meaning that here's the linear motion. But then you could angle it by rotating your arm compared to a dumbbell. So now I'm getting the inside part. And now I'm getting the outside part. So I'm getting all three heads. Then you could get into doing a therapy ball. With therapy ball, you can also move side to side. So you roll, I'm moving forward and back, side to side, reposition. Then you could angle your arm so you're getting the inside part. So you're getting the long head and the medial head of triceps. I'm stabilizing the ball so it doesn't fall off. And with the lateral part, just rotate your arm outward. And then you're getting the lateral head. And you go side to side, working cross fiber. Now if you don't have this ball, tennis ball, softball will do. With a tennis ball and lacrosse ball, it is narrower, so you can get into the muscle without using as much pressure compared to a therapy ball. Now, we talked about this before, is with the back end of the deltoid coming from here and moving down to the deltoid tuberosity. You got lats, you got teres major, minor, rotator cuff muscles here. This is a sticky area, so you need to address that. Again, if you don't have a Theracane, using a hammer with a tennis ball attached to the head, you bring it into that junction right there. So again, here's triceps, especially the long head. You got deltoid, you got lats, and the rotator cuff muscle. So it's all in this area. So you bring it into that position, and you could rotate your arm to move the back end of the deltoid away. So as I rotate outward, I'm pulling forward. And then from there, I could go and use this tool along the length of the triceps. Just moving the arm so that I get different fibers. And I'm in this position here. I'm just going to bring it up to show you. And then moving side to side, especially on the attachment here, close to the elbow. And now we're going to get into a little bit more specific with the tapered ends, like the wedge shape of a wooden spatula, a shoe horn, even the end point or the back end of a butter knife. So I know not a lot of you have this tool, but it's a therapy tool to help break down adhesions. So you could start working close towards the elbow. I'm taking the skin with me, but if you feel that you're gliding over the skin too much, you can use lotion to help glide, to help prevent any blistering or scraping of the skin itself. You could also go vertically. I'll switch that tool up with the wooden spatula. Going between the two heads. And if you don't want to go in that position, you could go and have your arm hanging down like this. So that's the lateral head. This is the long head. It looks like I'm moving a lot. I'm not gliding over the skin. I'm taking the skin with me. Shoehorn, very similar tool as with the wooden spoon, as well as the therapy tool. So I don't know if you could hear that, but those are adhesions that I'm going across. And you could also separate the triceps and the brachialis. So over here, I have the triceps, and right here is brachialis. So brachialis right here, triceps right there. So you go right in between. So right there. And on the inside, got biceps, brachialis, and then you got triceps. Here's your arm bone right here. So that'll help you delineate between triceps, brachialis. So right there. Be careful of any zingers. Zingers are basically almost like nervy type of sensation that you may feel. So if you come across that area, you want to move away so you don't irritate the nerve. Like so. And then the other is the end point of a butter knife. And you can use the back end of the blade. And lastly, your fingers themselves. You could have your fingers together like a blade, moving up and down and then side to side. And you could capture between the two heads. So right here is the lateral head, here is the long head. So I'm right in between. So moving up and down and then side to side. And again, using your fingers up in this area to move the deltoid away. Rotating my arm outward and then pull with my fingers the deltoid away from underneath the triceps. And then through the deltoid, working on the long head. Sorry, lateral head. Here is the long head here. Lateral head is here. And those are the techniques to treat triceps.